Hey everyone. So I just went through and checked my work for these central ideas and details questions level 2, and I got one wrong. It was one where I was flip flopping between two answers. I definitely got that right. That I eliminated C and D. So what did I do? I watched about 2 YouTube videos on what we're looking for in these problems. We're looking for, I think it's a misconception to always assume that the main idea is in the first sentence or in the last sentence. You should probably read this whole paragraph. But we are going to look for information or details that are mentioned more than once. That is a good, I believe that would be a good tip moving forward, as well as any contrast words. However, but if those are in the middle of the paragraph, what comes after it is important. All right, so I'm in between temperatures contributing to protecting and revealing the sandal, and then discovery revealed that Roman Empire had more influence on Norway than archaeologists previously assumed. Cool. Okay, so let's go off the idea that we need to talk about something that, or like the main idea is going to show up more than once. Ice melted on a Norwegian mountain during a particularly warm summer. Does that feel more like talking about Roman Empire or temperatures? Temperatures. And it revealed a sandal. The sandal would normally have degraded quickly, but instead was well preserved for centuries by the surrounding ice. Now, there was a remark that I made earlier in the first video where I was like, well, ice isn't temperature. I think I was thinking way too literally from my chemical background, where I'm like, phase changes aren't temperature changes. That's probably what I was thinking of. But if there's surrounding ice on Earth, it's going to be cold, or what humans think is cold, right? According to the archaeologist, that person and his team, the sandal, like those worn by Imperial Romans. Were they worn by Imperial Romans? I don't know. It doesn't say that. So, there's also the only one time where Romans are mentioned in this passage. Seems more like a detail more than the main point. Now, it wouldn't have offered any protection from the cold in the mountains. Another mention of temperature. So some kind of insulation like fabric would have needed to be worn on the feet during the sandal. Cool. So a lot more talk about temperature than there was talk about the Imperial Romans. And upon closer reading, Imperial Romans might not have even worn these sandals. They were just like those. So the answer was A, not B. I'll be diving into difficulty level 3 next, so stay tuned.